This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Aztecs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offenses, they take control of the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Tillman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Aztecs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Red pass, it's complete. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Owls! The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I didn't think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Aztecs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit.
Finding some room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Running inside, it's Mitchell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The run inside. It's Robinson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Delay to the back. It's Mitchell. Good, solid tackle.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Jim.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to throw, it's Richter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Running into the open space.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
After that sack, the offensive line better get it stuffed together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by that offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tillman. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Finding a could be an alley. Inside the he is in. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Richter. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged out of the air.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Mooney. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the San Diego State head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Wants to throw. It's Richter. Pocket breaking down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's dragged down.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the option. He'll toss it. Across the 35. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, San Diego State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Tillman. At the 35, he's loose. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to fire on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs. They take the lead with the 6.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
3rd and short now from their own 48. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Using his legs, it's Tillman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Tillman. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're testing the right side here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that.
Caught! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Yowls right back down the field with the answer. The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field.
He's loose. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Owls sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down.